Alright, so let's start from the very beginning. Say you saw a crypto signal now from your mining hamster telegram accounts. Let's use this one for example, this CTXC signal. So this is a buy signal on Binance that you should buy this coin at 0.3574 or less. You should enter the market at this price or less. So we've seen the signal now. So let's head off to Binance to buy this coin. Alright, so I'm opening the Binance app now. It's open. So let's look for that coin, CTXC. CTXC. We'll go to the markets to search for it as usual. So we can see all the pairs here, CTXC to USDT, CTXC to BUSD. So you can see that the market is actually about to pump up. It's been at a low. The market has been at a low, and they've been, where we are supposed to enter is 0.35 something, but now this market is already at 0.36. So you can see that we are late to the market. People that entered at 0.35 have already generated some kind of profits, as it has appreciated. The price of the token has appreciated to 0.36. But for the sake of this tutorial, let me still proceed, since all I'm trying to show you is how to buy the coin and how to sell the coin. So there are many scenarios now. There are many buy scenarios. So let's go by the first one. Let's say the first buy scenario is you are here now. You are saying, oh, this thing is now high, 0.3. It has moved to, the coin has now moved to, I'm the one controlling this thing. It has now moved to 0.36 something. And this is where we wanted to enter, 0.35 something. So but we now believe that this coin will fall back to our favor. It will fall back to 0.35 before it will go up again. We believe that it's going to fall down low again and then pick us up back to this level of appreciation of 0.36 and even beyond. So what are we going to do? We can't currently buy it now at 0.35 because it's no longer at 0.35. But we wish to buy it at 0.35. Immediately it falls to that level of 0.35. What we do now to buy it at a price we predict it to be at a later time is we place a buy order. Well, we're always placing a buy order, but the buy order won't execute immediately. Let me show what that looks like. In either case, you are still going to click on this buy green button. I think I'm trying to circle it with my notes, with my pen. This buy button over here, let me click on it now. So let me explain the element to this menu here. This navigation pane, I'm switching to between buy and sell. You click on buy when it's to buy the token you are trying to do, and then you click on sell when you are trying to sell the token. And then this limit pane here, this thing I just opened here, these are different types of buy conditions. Just keep it on limits because I only use it with limits. The other ones we can explain that one later, but for the practicality of buying and selling, this knowledge of limit is enough. Then this amount you are seeing here, this 0.3633, is the price at which I want to buy that token. Currently the token is at 0.36, but my signal came in for 0.35 something. So I don't want to buy at this 0.36. This is the scenario I'm trying to explain for you. The scenario where we are trying to buy lower than what the market is actually showing us. So I will set to that my target price, my target entry price, that's 0.35. So I wish to buy CTXC at 0.35. So yeah, I wish to buy CTXC at 0.35. Now this second place, this is going to show you how much CTXC I wish to buy, how much CTXC I want to buy. But I don't tamper with this place, because rather I tamper with this place, which shows how much B. Right now it's the CTXC BUSD market. I'm trying to enter, not the CTXC USDT market. You know, there is the USDT and there's BUSD. I told you about stable coins. These are the liquid coins we use to enter markets. So right now I have 17 BUSD spare in this account for trading. So I will now say, type how much BUSD I'm willing to use to enter this market. I can type 17 now, since I have 17. You see this place automatically updates. What this means is that 17 BUSD can get me 48 units of CTXC. 17 BUSD can get me 48 units of this CTXC token. Now, assuming I have $100,000 in my account now, or let's say $10,000 or so, and I wish to be quick with this, I just want to immediately put 25% of what is available. This is what is available. You can see 17 BUS is available, and I want to quickly put just 25% of it into this CTXC market. I just click 25% here. You see, they will automatically calculate 25% of my BUSD balance, which is 4.2 BUSD, and the equivalent of that in CTXC will be reflected here. That is 4.2 BUSD is 12 CTXC. What if I wanted to put 50% of my BUSD balance? I click 50%. 75%, I click 75%. If I wanted to immediately put all without having to go through the process of typing 17 BUSD here, or 100 100 as you have in your account right now, so I'll just click 100. You see, it even put the actual amount I have, which is 16.8. So I believe this 17 BUSD here is just an approximation. So if I put all now, that's what it's going to show. 16.8 BUSD. The equivalent is still 48 CTXC. So let's say I wanted to go all in this trade, in this CTXC trade now. So now I've set all this. After you've set everything, come back to this limit to be sure that this limit that you set here is still what is reflecting. Because sometimes when you set how much percentage you are trying to enter, when you are done setting how much you are trying to spend on the market, the price at which you are willing to enter the market, that is the price at which you are willing to buy CTXC or whatever token appears to be here, depending on the signal you are buying into, the price can just change. I don't know, the app has a way of just changing the price, and clicking buy, you might enter at the price you do not wish to enter. So when you are done setting from this price at which you are willing to enter, all the way to how much you are willing to spend on it, you can come back to here to just give a quick glance to make sure that the price you set is what is showing here. So I've set all my buy parameters. Now all I have to click is buy. Okay, I click buy. You notice what happens here. This being USDT, this second one you're seeing here, you can forget about it. It's my own personal trade. So in this tutorial now, I'm working with this CTXC BUSD. So I've set a buy order for CTXD. What this is trying to say here is that I'm programming this app that whether or not I'm logged into this app, whether or not this app is open, whether or not this app is even in my phone, that when CTXC falls to the price of 0.35, that I want this order to execute. I want Binance to automatically take all of my BUSD, that is the BUSD I have set here, which is 16.8 BUSD. I want Binance to take all of that, and I want Binance to buy CTXC at this price. Whenever CTXC falls to 0.35, I want Binance to automatically buy it. So since we can't control the price of CTXC, I can't really demonstrate it right now, but I think you get the idea. So assuming I left the app now, for example, I left the app and you went to sleep. Say you went to sleep, you do other things, daily life, and this price of this token CTXC falls to 0.34. Anything 0.35 or below. By the next time you come back to your Binance account, you will now see that the BUSD, you own USDT, but me, I'm using BUSD as a trading stable coin. So it's the same thing. That you will now notice that your $17, you can see the BUSD balance here in my wallet. You can see that you will now notice that this $17 now has not been transformed into CTXC token. You will no longer be seeing your USDT token here or your BUSD token. You will be seeing your CTXC token, that you will now have $17 worth of CTXC. In that sense, your trade is complete. So what is left for you now is to decide on when you want to sell your CTXC, and we will treat that after we are done with this buying. So let's go back to trade. So that's one buying scenario. Let me cancel the order now. After you've made an order and you are looking at the market now, it has moved to 0.37, and yeah, it doesn't look like it's coming down to this your 0.35. It looks like something that is going to even shoot to 0.7 and make a 50% gain, and you don't feel like the market is coming to you again. You wish to enter at whatever price it is, so that at least you know you're in the market. It doesn't matter whether you're in the market at a low price, because you're not sure it's going back to that low price. It's like land. Say you were hoping that the price of land or real estate or whatever asset in one particular area was going to fall before. Maybe it was going to fall from 18 million to, I don't know, 10 million. But now it has appreciated by another million within a span of 1 week. And you are no longer sure that this property or asset is going to fall again. Or maybe stocks of a company, I'm no longer sure it's going to fall. It looks like it's just going to keep going, and you want to rush and buy it at whatever price it is. Like that land that has appreciated to 19 million, or that asset, whatever, you want to rush and enter at that 19 or 20, whatever the price is now, because you have a feeling it's going to double soon. So you will cancel the order you've placed to buy it at a lower price before. In Binance now, you've already placed an order that I want to buy this thing at 0.35. So you press cancel here. You can see where this pen is rotating around. That is the cancel button. You press cancel. Now the order has been cancelled. And if you notice, my 17 BUSD is back. Before, this place was reading 0. That means I did not have any BUSD to buy again, because I had already placed that BUSD on order. Now it's back again for me to buy. So look at it now, it's at 0.375. Alright, I want to enter at whatever price it is. You see this price I'm circling this thing around. You can just click it, tap it. I just tapped this 0.374 price. It will reflect here, or you can just manually type it yourself. So 0.37, it's not at 0.3741. So let me say 0.3741. And then yes, I want to sell everything. I remember you click 100% is everything you want to use to buy. So I've clicked 100% now. So I want to buy. So right now, I've decided to buy CTXC at whatever price it is currently is. So I put at 0.3741 and I click buy. Let me click on buy now. Okay, it has placed an order for it. Now you see it has bought it. So now, if I come to my balance, the order has been executed now because it fell even below 0.3741. So let me go to my wallet now. I want to refresh. Remember, if you're not seeing the changes that you feel like your balance page is outdated, you just slide down to refresh. You can see that the beam that I had before, I had $17 worth of worth of BUSD. I had $17 worth of BUSD, but now you can see I have $17 worth of CTXC, meaning I just bought CTXC token with my BUSD. So that order has been executed. I now have a position in the CTXC market, a position worth of $16. So since I wish I could control the market so it will appreciate by a bit, then I can sell. You can see what making profit of the app looks like in action. But I think that's it for buying. So I've shown you how to buy at a particular price you want, even though the market is not there yet. You can set a buy order and wait. When the market gets there, you enter. And I've also shown you how to buy immediately at whatever price the market is, in case you feel that it's not going down again. So you just set the price, the current price for that token in your limit input box, and then you just click on set how much of your assets you are willing to spend on it, and then you click on buy, and the order will be executed within a minute, because it will execute within a minute or so. So this is CTXC now, and I have CTXC here. So you now have that asset now according to that signal. So what's next? You probably want to wait for it to appreciate. Maybe I want to wait for it to appreciate to $20, you get, or whatever. You now have a target in mind of, you now need to set a target in your head. You yourself, you look at the market. Let me go to the market, the CTXC market. How do I get there? Let me click on markets and then type my CTXC BUSD. I didn't go with USDT, but you in your own trade, you probably go with USDT because USDT is what you own, not BUSD. So I look at the market now, and for example now, so currently it's at 0.394. I bought in around 0.37. So let's say I want to sell. I look at it now and I feel like, okay, 0.38 feels like a reasonable price that it can come to. That is this point. This is where it currently is. Now I believe that it can come here at 0. Let's say it can come to even 0.4. I want to sell this asset off at 0.4. So I click this. You see this red. Wherever you decide, though, some people can just say they want to wait for. They can wait even a week. and say they want to sell at 0.6 self gone, which is at this height here. When it gets here, by some magic, they believe that you get here and that they will sell here. Wherever you are moved to as your own personal, through your own personal, through your own intuition of from what you can feel from reading the market, through your own intuition, where you want to sell, wherever that is, you're still going to click on this sell, this red sell button here. So let me click on sell. So I've clicked on sell, and you can see now that it automatically takes us to this sell section. Remember I told you if you click here, this is buy, you're trying to buy. If you click here, you're in sell. So it takes you to sell now since you clicked on that sell button. But you can always switch manually when you are in this trading view here. But now we're on sell, we're trying to sell. So here's the thing. It's at 0.3694, right? This is not a buy, this is a sell. So let me go through all these things again. Remember limit. Limit serves the same thing, that is the price. This is the price at which you wish to sell the asset. So let's say at 0.3692, let's see how much money we will make. We entered at $16.8. Let's see how much we would make if we sold it at 0.3692. Like if we sold the CTX we have. You can see how much CTX we have. We have 45 units of CTX, which we bought with our $16.8. We have 45 units here. So how much would I make? How much would I get now if I sold these 45 units of CTX? Let me click 100%. Say I wanted to sell all my CTX. It works the same way when you are buying. Now this place now means you are trying to sell 25% of your CTX that you own. If you sell 25% of your CTX right now at this price of 0.36, you are going to make $4. You are going to get $4. That is, you only sold 25%. The other 75% will still be in the market. If you sell 50%, that is half of your CTX, you would have $8 in your account, in your balance, in your USDT or your BUSD balance. For me now, it will be in my BUSD balance, but for you to be in your USDT balance since you are using USDT, and so on and so forth. So obviously the money is so small. Let me say I want to sell all my CTX. If I sold all my CTX at 0.36 or 0.36 here, right, at this price, I'm going to make 16.6. That is, I'm at a $0.2 dollars loss self gone, because I entered at 16.8. So I raised the price. You enter here and you raise the price. So I want to sell this asset off at 0.4. I will make, if I sell all my CTX in at 0.4, you can see that I will make $18, meaning that I would have made a $2 gain. If I set it now at 0.5 and so on and so forth, I will make $22 when I entered at $16.8. That's around $6 gain. So let's say, of course, this is a very greedy sell, a very greedy price to sell it, because you can see how far we are from 0.5. But like I said, it is within your own jurisdiction to determine the price you feel it is possible to reach. Right now at 0.3677. So let's say I was going to settle for that $2 gain. So let me say it at 0.4. 0.4 would be somewhere around here. And so this is pretty feasible to me. It looks feasible to me that it will reach 0.4 eventually. So let's say I would sell at 0.4 now, and I'll type 0.4 here. Remember, we're in the sell pane, not the buy. We're in the sell here. So make sure this red part, sell, that's where you are. 0.4. 100% of my assets, not 100% of the CTXC I own. So I'm going to make $2 gain now. Now remember, it's not yet at 0.4, so it's not, so the order will not execute immediately. Just like you're buying, when you wanted to buy at 0.35 and it was not there yet, to just place a buy order that would execute when that price, when the token's price gets to that point you have set. So let me click sell now. If I click sell, it won't sell immediately because the price of this token, you can see the S pen hovering over here. The price of this token CTXC is still at 0.37, but I'm targeting for 0.34, so it can't execute here. So this buy order now, just like you place a buy order, now a sell order has been placed. I think you now have an idea of what my beam order is here. This is a sell order for beam. I wish to sell my 43,000 units of beam token when it gets to $2. So CTXC here. So this order now, let me explain it. Just like I explained what that buy order mean. This order now means that I'm going to sell 45 units of CTXC when the price of CTXC gets to 0.4. That's what this order means. And you've already seen how much that will give you, which is $18. So you already know how much gain you would make if CTXC gets to that price. So let's say you stopped here now and close your app. You've already placed your sell order after you bought your CTXC. You now place your sell order for CTXC. You can close this app and leave it alone. And if peradventure tomorrow at any point during the time when you are not in the market, the price of CTXC here reaches 0.4 or above, as soon as it reaches here, this order will execute, and when you go to your balance, which is your wallet here, you will no longer see CTXC here. Rather, you will see $18 worth of BUSD in my case, or whatever dollars of USDT. That is, your money would have appreciated by how much you set your trade. So in my example now, my money would have appreciated by $2. I would have $18 worth of BUSD. And you know, BUSD and USDT are both stable coins. So your $18 is just going to be there waiting for you. It's not going to go lower than that. It's not going to go higher than that. There are ways to hold money outside the market, as I've explained before. So you would have made profit in that case. So we would now wait for this 0.4 to execute. But say, okay, you know, I've shown you how to sell or buy at a price that the market has not reached yet. And how you do that is by placing orders that would execute when those prices have been actualized, whether or not you are on the app or even logged in, as a matter of fact, or whether or not the phone is even active. Okay, so what if I started looking at the CTXC market and it started going down? My money is already there, but it's going down so fast, and for some reason I want to leave the market. Or let's say it has reached a price of 0.39 and I had made $1 profits. I just canceled the order, so I have my 45 CTXC back. So let's say the price is now around 0.39. Your target was 0.4 before you would sell, but it's now at 0. Let me place that order again so that this point can be better buttressed. Alright, so like we did before, our order to sell at 0.4 is here again. So let's say this 0.4 that I'm aiming at is becoming unrealistic. I have managed, the price has managed to, okay, let's make it more realistic. Let's say I made a greedy sell position. It was 0.5 that I did before. I was looking for $6 profit, not $2 profit. So I was going to sell at 0.5. So I've clicked sell at 0.5. So I'm ordered to sell my CTXC all my CTXC, which is 45 units of CTXC, when the price of CTXC gets to 0.4, $0.5 per unit, when it finally gets to that point to sell, it's a very tall goal, given how the market is moving and the analysis. So let's say, okay, I was not checking the market one fateful morning. At some point during my day, I was checking the market, and the price of CTXC has gone to 0.4. It's not quite there yet. It's not at 0.5, so my order is not going to execute, but it's at 0.4, and at this point I have made $2 gain. But although I've not sold, my order is waiting for it to reach 0.35, 0.5. And I'm now feeling like, why not take $2 gain rather than nothing? That $2 is better than nothing, than a $6 gain that might never happen. And I'm feeling like I've already made small profit. So let me leave this market. I don't want to wait for 0.5. Who knows? As it reaches 0.4 now and it climbs to 0.41, 0.42, it just fall down to 0.2 and I'm not at a loss. So I want to leave this market now that I know I've gotten some profit. What do? I will cancel my sell order. I made an order to sell at 0.5. So I will cancel it now. I've cancelled my sell order. Now I will set it to this 0.4. 0.4 now, and then I will click sell, and to sell immediately. But in reality now the price is actually at 0.36. So let me just say I will now sell at 0.36 everything, and sell. So like that, my order has been executed and I have my money back. You can see I now have 16 point. I now have BUSD back. You can see that I now have 16.71 BUSD. So my money is back. So assuming that scenario, that 0.5, 0.4 scenario was real, I would have $18 here because I put caution to my long throat and I decided to not wait for 0.5. I sold at 0.4, so I would have $18 here. But for the sake of example, I just sold at whatever price it was and I have my BUSD back. So you now see how to sell, how to buy assets with your stable coins and how to sell them back to your stable coins. So I'm going to end the video now. So I think I made it longer than it should. If I had put more thoughts to this, I would have been able to kind of water everything down to a short 5 minutes tutorial. But I just wanted to be very thorough with every step you would have to pass to get all this done, and to kind of get more detailed explanation on all the elements you will encounter. So you look at this video, just fish out whatever you can, and any questions you have would be helpful. And if you have any questions, you just write them down or you just call me and let me know, so I would know exactly in what context I'm going to make the next video, if at all the next one is needed, and I will know exactly what things I should address depending on your questions. So this is it.